Welcome to DAPs Magic Live. I am Mr. DAPs, and today I am joined by my good friend Murray, who is just a few miles from here, as we all eagerly await the sales of Magic Key. Magic Key will be going on sale in about 4 minutes, and we can even show you, I think, here we go, what we are seeing as we wait to see what happens with the Magic Key passes that will be soon on sale in just a few minutes. We have, I don't know, when did we get on about this? Probably about half an hour ago. We saw this screen pop up. Is that right, Murray?
I thought you were supposed to stare at the goat.
Oh, yes. It makes it a better experience.
That's what they all tell me, stare at the goat.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it went up about how long ago? And
I think probably about a half hour ago, something like that. So, yeah.
And which Magic Key are you looking forward to getting, Murray?
The monkey.
Okay. Not the Mick Key?
No. Maybe a little too high of one. I thought about the low key as well, but there's too many variants for that, so I don't really want to try for it. So, yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, I think it will be. I just want to get one, to be perfectly honest. It's like just want to get in the door, see what happens. We are going to watch social media and see how this is going for everybody else and report it as it happens, because this will definitely be an interesting day. And do you have any anticipation? Anything you're really looking? Are you going to go to the park today?
Probably not.
Okay.
Mostly because I do have to work later on today, and so
There you go.
Yeah,
totally fair. I'm seeing lots of people with the same screen that we have on Twitter, waiting in the Magic Key queue, which we don't actually know what's going to happen in about a minute and a half when this queue goes. I don't know how I got this screen. Where did you go?
I went to the site.
There you go. Let's bring you back. Sorry about that. I hit a wrong button.
That screen. That's what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, why not?
But we don't actually know what's going to happen in 55 seconds when this screen hits 10 o'clock and maybe nothing. There is a link that says, please visit our Magic Key purchase page no earlier than 10 a.m. And that is a link. So it could be something is going to happen there. We don't actually know. But that could be interesting. I am seeing there's a possibility if you're a DVC member, there might be a $20 discount for the top 3 Magic Keys, but I don't have that confirmed. So you can ask about that if you are a Disney Vacation Club member. We do have about 10 seconds until this thing happens. So we will probably be hitting the link right then at the moment, and we'll see what happens. And I think it's now, isn't it?
Sure.
I don't see anything happening.
No, and I hit it, and
I clicked on the link on the screen. You guys all watched. Oh, you know what?
You saw me, right?
I did. So that was exciting. 10 o'clock has come and gone, and nothing has changed. I
think the goat moved over to the right a little bit.
Oh, the goat moved to the right. Got it.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit confused because I thought we'd get a different page or something. And I am checking social media to see if anybody's getting anything. And this is interesting. If you're playing along at home, let us know how it's turning out for you so we can all be in this together.
Now, there is kind of something interesting. I've been looking at the app as well because they said that was an option. And in there, they just have the information. So they have had a little bit of new, more like a portal, where it actually says that, enter the portal. It looks like in the app, you're going to be able to make some reservations.
I just clicked on the buy a Magic Key link in the app, and it takes you to the same page that we are loving at this very moment.
There we go. So far, we are in something.
Yeah. This is exciting. I don't think that the app really changes anything. It just gives you one step more before you get to this virtual queue page that we are all enjoying. Isn't this fun watching the goat and Thunder Mountain go around together?
The goat is the
doing
goat.
It all separately. I am checking Twitter again. I'm seeing lots of people saying they're ready. Lots of good luck. Not seeing anybody saying they have anything yet.
Bonne chance.
Yes. Well, and the real trick is I don't know that you necessarily want to hit refresh on any of this.
I have been on the main info page because that actually stayed up for me while it went to like the queue. And
is that the magic key page on Disneyland.com?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And nothing really does anything there. So
I mean, it doesn't say not to refresh, but that is interesting. I don't see any link on that info page where it says to purchase at the moment.
No, it was the view magic keys, which is what I went to.
Yeah, I see that.
That one seems to not do anything anymore.
Oh, I just clicked on it. It took me to the same holding page that we know and love. Weird.
You know, it could have been a completely different load page that they would have picked. You know, if you think about it in terms of things, like
a key spinning or something.
Oh no, I mean, you know, like because we have this for everything. It could have been. I'm trying to think of where there's like a wheel. It could have just been like mad teacups, like spinning and spinning and spinning. So,
or the Matterhorn. You could have had the Matterhorn bobsleds go by.
I'd actually be okay with that.
Yeah.
That one I'm okay with. I don't know about, you know, like the teacups, I think spinning like for the first
15
this
seconds.
Might be generous. I was actually going to be really generous. I was going to say a half hour, but at some point, yeah, you'd be like, okay, I'm done with the spinning. But
I mean, it is kind of funny that I feel like this page represents 2021. Like,
okay,
there's been so much anticipation for things this year, and every time you're like, oh, we're almost there. Oh, it's the Big Thunder screen again. Like, go back to early spring, Touch of Disney, Big Thunder loading page. Then a couple months later, oh, Big Thunder loading page. We're buying Disneyland tickets. And now we're back here again.
Mm-hmm. Well, so we're used to it.
Yeah.
At least that.
I mean, there is something nostalgic about it at this point.
Maybe it'll be comforting after a while. I don't know.
Maybe someday we'll look back and go, remember when we hung out with a goat in 2 trains for, well, I guess it's 1 train for hours on end. It will be interesting.
Even I'm checking Twitter a little bit. Yeah, I think I don't know if generally they're just not ready yet, which is interesting, you know, because of the 10 a.m. thing. So, yeah, I don't know.
This is where it gets entertaining, though, a little bit, just because you see all of these pictures of the Big Thunder Mountain starting to go up, and then you start seeing like the jokes coming out, and it just. Yes, you see all the different ways people cope with the unexpected. So we're now at 10:05. It's been 5 minutes, so we're definitely after that. You know, they said no earlier than 10 a.m.
No earlier. Yeah.
So,
but we did visit earlier than 10 a.m. as many other people did. So,
yeah, maybe we messed up the system.
I don't know. I haven't seen anything, but yeah.
If we'd have been smart, we'd have been counting how many times the train went around in a circle.
Well, we can start now. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3. I feel like I'm probably going to fall asleep.
Yeah,
5,
this is
like it's counting sheep. 5.
We should have just recorded this.
6. I'm just going to keep getting excited. Like 7. Like something's going to happen. 8. 8, everyone. 8. 9. 10 times since I've been counting. 11,
Oh my.
12. So yeah.
You know what I feel like we should do with this, Murray, is I feel like we should make a video of this. Like one of those videos that you watch that are like park atmosphere videos.
Oh, or just the Q page?
Yeah.
I don't know how comforting that is compared to the atmosphere videos that can happen. But
Angela in the comments is saying you should have been doing the ah ha ha from the count every time you did it.
Well, because not technically Muppets, so we can't actually do that on here.
That's true.
Yeah,
should be.
It should
one way or the other. But
did he?
Well,
was the count ever on the Muppet Show? I feel like he was. I know Kermit was on Sesame Street. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
I can't remember. So if anything happens, make sure to let us know in the comments so that we can all have fun with this today. As to why do I think there's delay, my hunch is they are getting every detail they possibly can right, and it's coming down to the wire, and they just want to make sure things are going as well as they can before they hit start.
I had a little bit of a fear of like being among the first, but I know with Oogie Boogie, there was a problem with being among the first, that there was something with the checkout. And like I think it was Oogie Boogie, like it was overcharging basically.
Oh no, you'd get to that and then it wouldn't actually complete the transaction. And so what ended up happening, because this happened to me, is it took my money and put it in like the pending. So on my credit card, when I looked at the back end,
so that's what it was. Said,
it was pending, but then because of the glitch, it never sent me the confirmation email. So there was never a confirmation number connected with it. So after it took me forever, like it took weeks, and then I finally got the money back, but it just sat there for a really long time.
Yeah. So that, I mean, exactly what you're describing. That's kind of what I was a little fearful of. Possibly being among the first, but
somebody's wondering if they can use Genie Plus to skip the line for Magic Key. Good question.
Well, it's not out until the fall.
Later this fall,
yeah. Unfortunately, it only costs you, how much your pass is that you want to get,
right?
Plus buying the pass, so that's. Because it's like the individual attraction, so they're gonna something like that.
Yeah, it looks like people. I'm looking at Twitter. It looks like everybody is just sitting there and enjoying the goat.
Got the goat. He's the goat.
Yes, and Chris is right. It said no earlier than 10 a.m. So I'm not actually expecting anything right at 10. That's always the optimistic hope. It could be 11 for all we know. Like we'll stick with this a while, and if it doesn't seem like it's going anywhere, who knows? We will take it 1 minute at a time. This could be the most ridiculous live stream we've ever done, Murray, just because we honestly are streaming ourselves watching a whole
32-hour. That's not even a day. That's more than a day. There has been a 32-hour long live stream.
That was brutal.
Top 3 ridiculous probably.
Well, and I will say I would much prefer to have done that in our current studio setup than the one we had however many years ago that was. Even my chair is more comfortable now.
There you go.
I can remember throwing that into the park and like being so tired that while people were talking, I would just lay on the floor. I don't know if I've ever told people that before, but
I think I'm laughing because I'm picturing that a little bit, but
yeah, in a suit, no pillow, just it's been 24 hours and I've sat at this computer for it was pretty brutal. I don't know that our page is automatically refreshing, and I haven't wanted to. I'm using I'm playing with my phone to hit the link occasionally just to see if anything changes, mainly because it does look like there might be coding in the URL that have a number in it, which tends to indicate there could be a virtual queue already in place. I could be completely wrong here. I'm just guessing that there could be. Let me dig in a little bit more. Maybe not.
I think generally either way, I was just checking again. I have kind of some multiple tabs open and stuff, and so I'm checking throughout. It's basically this page, I think, for everyone and everything right now. So
wouldn't you love to be the guy that has the distinction of making this graphic?
I don't know.
I personally think
it depends on how it's actually received, you know?
Well, Chris is saying it changed for him.
Okay.
The Space Mountain? How did it change for you, Chris? We are very interested in this because it hasn't changed for us. Did you click on the link or did you just wait?
I just went to the main page again to check it out. It does go to that. I know when I was doing the Christmas tickets for Disney World, that one was like a pre-queue queue. Sometimes it's not the best thing. Like I was in that, and then I actually had to go back again to get into the main queue.
So it looks like if you go to Disneyland.com, and then if it loads, that would be great. There we go. And then click on letting it load. Yes. Parks and tickets. And then this is really small for me. Magic Key passes. If you click on that now, we've got a new holding screen, everybody. So exciting.
But yeah, this is...
I'm keeping the other one open, but this looks like it's the important one because this says do not refresh the page or hit the back button.
Yeah, but that's a very odd one. Again, it's all, I think, kind of odd where, like I said, for the Disney World site, the Christmas tickets, when I was in this one, that actually didn't go anywhere. If it was Space Mountain, I had to like go back to the main page, and then it took me to the Big Thunder one. So,
and
I don't know.
Chris being very helpful here says if you have a queue ID at the bottom, that means you are in. And I don't know how well you can see this. Maybe you can make the screen massive, but we do have a queue ID at the bottom of our shared screen. And I did notice if you click the link now on the old holding screen on your phone or whatever, it does take you to the Space Mountain holding screen now as well, which is super exciting.
I miss the goat.
I do too. I like the goat, but I wonder if the same guy who made the goat made this one.
Maybe, yeah.
Or girl. Maybe a goat made it.
Yeah. Goats.
So
goats? Oh, I don't know. Yeah. What is the world coming to when goats?
I really don't know.
Graphics of goats. I don't know. Same time, I'm actually helping my mother navigate through all of this too.
Of course, because that's what you do.
Yeah.
I'm going to have you talk for a minute, Murray, while I see who is at the
Just
door.
In general. So once upon a time, there was... no, so I can still also see any comments. If you'd like to even share which key you are looking forward to getting, hey, feel free to share that. Again, I'm hoping for the monkey, not the low key, not the lucky, not the Mickey. No, really, I'm hoping to get the magic key as soon as possible. But I'd be interested in hearing what people think about each of the levels. If there is particularly one that you want, even the reasons why you are looking forward to it, I should say. We still have some time. It looks like they haven't quite gotten the full queue started, is my guess, because we usually have a bit of a time. So like it says, it's waiting room, and then it's going to add to the queue. I see a couple of dream keys. Yes, and it does probably equal the closest to Signature Plus that has been around before. So I'm curious if anyone is wanting the Believe key, because that's actually one that I did think about. It's right under the Dream key in the tiers, and so somewhat close, but I don't know if anyone has been wanting the Believe key. Welcome back.
Thank you. So, funny story, since we're killing time, right? Last Thursday, my computer battery on my Apple MacBook Pro decided to die, which meant on Friday I was at the Genius Bar and they sent it to wherever they send these things for a new computer battery, and
whatever is higher than a Genius, I guess.
Yes, somebody else, but not a Genie. So I got this text message notification from Apple yesterday saying they were FedExing me my computer back. It's all ready, which great. I'm excited about. But I just heard a truck outside, and the notification said, if you don't sign for it, they're not leaving it.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh, I need this. So I have a laptop again.
Wonderful.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, I know we're going into Apple realm on topic, but for those of you who wonder why, there's actually a UPS deliverer that once told me the reason why is because there's been a lot of frauds before of people saying that they never got their Apple product, but they actually did, and so then Apple would send another one. They basically had two.
Yeah, so, it makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm very thankful to have my MacBook Pro back because I live on that thing. Anyway, I see in the comments that Chris is hoping there will be an annual Photopass benefit down the line. I agree. Like, we didn't use the Max Pass nearly as much as we did Photopass. It seems like we'd use it on occasion, but it really was about the it seemed to me like it was really about the Photopass is what we used more. And it's not like in Florida where they have the memory maker or, things like that. And
I do like, and I hope that Disney World doesn't get rid of it, actually, in particular, because there's a lot more, I think, opportunities for Photopass on the rides and all. And so that's actually like a nice feature to have.
Well, did you notice on the Disney Genie Plus description or whatever, in Florida, for your $15, you get basically a filter, a Photopass filter.
Yeah, the
and then
AR
here,
thing,
which is $20, so the extra $5 you get Photopass included. So that actually made me feel a little bit better about the price change, because I was like, oh, there actually is a value add for that $5, and that will be, I mean, I'm just curious to see how that all plays out.
Yeah.
Chris is also saying the blockout page calendar is updated and easier to read now.
Oh, fun.
That is a good one.
Is there a goat on there? Because otherwise I'm not going to.
I will also say, I might be using my phone for this, is I have now a bar at the bottom of my screen.
Oh, I do too.
That says
I have
more than an hour.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
That is exciting. Oh, and the bar just showed up on the screen that we were sharing. So now you can all see what we are seeing.
Now, what more than an hour is exactly. You know.
Well, and it's also going to be interesting because it seems like this is hitting a lot of people at the same time. So you wonder if it is really going to be more than an hour. Yep, I'm seeing people on Twitter saying they're getting this as well.
So we are now, in the actual queue.
Does anybody have under an hour in their queue? That's my question.
Ooh. Highest bidder.
Yeah, right. You win. I see more than an hour on lots of people on Twitter.
I feel like the other possibility is that they just started it. It's more than an hour. Maybe for everyone, like,
right?
Who knows? You know, we do not know.
That's the fun of the whole thing. Yep. There we go. Somebody on Twitter is saying that they feel like the Magic Key portal is trying to hypnotize them and that they need a whip pronto.
So here's maybe another question for everyone is, as soon as you get your Magic Key, when is the soonest you think you will go, or at least try to make a reservation for it?
And is anybody trying to try today?
Mm-hmm.
Just to watch it spin around and around and around.
I haven't been counting this one. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if we really wanted, we could just count how long it takes for it to go around, and then we could do the math. GS says tomorrow. Bryce says today. Very cool. Which pass are you getting, Bryce? Hopefully I didn't miss that earlier. Well, the interesting thing here, too, is they all say more than an hour. Bryce is getting belief. Very cool. It'll be interesting to see if there's a point where all of them suddenly are like, oh, you're under an hour, or here's 45 minutes. You know,
right.
like we've seen in the past.
Oh, Bryce, you are getting the believe key. If you don't mind sharing, I'm actually curious as to why you picked the believe one. Also, in case you're wondering, I'm looking at the Magic Key Access reservation page. The good news is there are reservations for both parks for all the dates that they have listed. So they still have
that is very good.
Yeah. That is still available. You're good.
So once you've got your Magic Key, Murray, you're going into the park. What is that first thing that you really want to do as a Magic Key holder now?
This is going to sound like maybe a joke, but it is not. The thing that I really enjoy with the parks, I mean, when I had a pass before, sometimes I just have some time in the morning. I would actually go grab a coffee. In California Adventure, I would just find a nice place to sit and sort of enjoy a cup of coffee for a little while.
Totally.
And then go on my way, see what I could do. So I think it's still going to be the case. The only thing that might be different is I have really enjoyed web slingers, and so probably whenever I make a reservation, I'm going to end up trying for the virtual queue. And so if I get it, right when I'm like going in, then I'm probably going to go on that first. So
I think that's very fair. While we're waiting, we can show that. Let's see if this works. that calendar. This is
Ooh.
what it looks like.
It's wide open.
You know, this looks like something, Murray, that during the pandemic, when we were doing our what was it called, where we pitted the extinct attractions against each other. This looks like something you would have come up with. So here's the Dream Key blockouts. Currently, they go through most of November.
Which is actually, I think it's more than 60 days, isn't it?
It's supposed to be 90 days.
Oh, it's 90 days now? Okay.
Yeah. So it's currently going through the 23rd of November, it looks like.
Well, the Believe key does, because it's actually blocked out also. So that might be part of the reason why.
Yeah.
That they all kind of are doing that. So.
And then it goes through the 19th for the Enchant, just because the following week looks like it is completely blocked out, which would make sense because that is Thanksgiving. And 19th for Imagine as well. I will say, though, like when you're looking at these blockout dates, they're really not terrible. Like looking at the Imagine here, you can basically go anytime Monday through Thursday. Other than something big must be happening mid-October, and then again in
that might be, a lot of times there are schools, not necessarily in California even, that take that week off.
That makes sense.
Come out to the park. I think they've had a lot of statistics on that.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense from the surrounding states, and also, yeah, that's basically it. No weekends for Imagine Key. I do too, Chris. I have a little bit of hope that in Florida, I've noticed people able to get reservations day of fairly frequently. So I'm hoping that becomes a thing that's doable for us.
I would imagine on weekdays, that's going to be a big possibility, is doing like day of. Weekends, maybe depending on the month, I could see a little bit of issues at times, but that's also, weekends would only be available for a couple of passes as well. So that might be interesting too.
Yeah. Suki, I see your question there. You can still upgrade tickets to passes. You do need to do that online, though, they're saying.
You do. Yeah. I think there was some miscommunication of people were thinking it was going to be at the ticket booth, but it's all online. I also see another one. Oh,
Mando, yeah. There's a link there that says click on this link no sooner than 10, or tickets will go on sale at this link, and that's what you'll click on, and it'll go to this holding screen. The other way you can do that is if you go to Disneyland.com and then under Parks, where it says, I believe it says Magic Key Tickets. If you click on that one, it'll take you directly here also.
You're going to miss the goat, though. I'm just going to say that now.
Already missing it.
I already missed the goat. No more goat. No more goat. Ah, poor goat.
What did he ever do?
I do find it interesting. Again, I'm not going to click on it yet because I don't know what it's going to actually do. But it looks like you can do reservations in the app, which is going to be very nice.
Yeah, I think that's a good upgrade if that works.
Yeah. It is saying something about you do have to have your Magic Key linked to your account and be signed in on the app. But
yeah,
that'll be great. Everything all in one.
Well, and you can link other people to it too, which is good.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of, well, there's somebody that looks like they're further ahead.
Ooh, round and round the rocket goes.
Yes. But it looks like a lot of people are basically where we are, of an hour or more.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see somebody is now a key holder. Congratulations, Jody.
Excellent. So it is happening.
People are able to buy Magic Keys. That's exciting. So what's going to be also interesting to see as we go forward with this process is as people get their magic keys, do we, let's say by the end of the day, do you see certain Saturdays or something in Halloween? Are they all taken, or will it still be open? And if it's all gone today, I think that's a little bit fast. Like I'd be a little worried. I don't know that that'd be an indication of the amount of people, but the amount of reservations. Mm-hmm. And yeah, if it's logged, if you have your park hopper ticket in your app, Suki, I believe you'll be able to use the Disneyland.com or the app to upgrade it.
I would imagine it's going to have you log in either way, and so as long as you have the ticket linked to your account, I think it should just come up that way too. So,
and we have not been able to test this because we are not going that route, but that is what I understand how the process works. Or you just watch Space Mountain go round and around and around. So Murray, I have to ask, we've done a few crazy live streams through the years. Which one has been, let's just go with most memorable, because I was going to go favorite, but I'm like, you know what? Some of the most memorable were not my favorite.
Just live streams in general, or like crazy live streams?
Either or. I mean, we can talk about both of them if you'd like.
Oh man, I'm actually trying to think. I think there's some that are in 3. I mean the 24-hour party one that turned out to be 32 hours, even though I wasn't on for the whole one. That's a pretty memorable one.
That was brutal.
There's some hugely memorable things for that, if we remember it all.
Right.
I actually had a lot of fun with when park hopping came back in Disney World. I think
that was a fun one.
Going around for that.
Yeah, that was very fun. We started at Magic Kingdom and ended at Epcot, and that was my first time to really get to see, even virtually, the pillars by Spaceship Earth. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was very fun. So we are curious in the chat if anybody has been able to purchase a Magic Key at this point. Or are you still waiting, just like us, an hour or more?
Or do you have a completely different load screen to a queue? Do you have the Matterhorn? Because
the infamous Matterhorn. I feel like for Florida, they could have Expedition Everest.
They could, actually, yeah.
Still more than an hour, I'm seeing from multiple people. Yeah, I don't think our bars are moving either.
I'm very weird. I'm not insane, I promise. I actually think that my bar has moved just a little bit.
It's like, what about Bob when it's pouring rain and Dr. Leo Marvin wants him to go home? He's like, I think it's letting up.
Yeah, I have done many a software load in my time that watching bars to do that. Yeah.
It looks the same to me. I don't know. It might have moved. It might not have. I probably should have screenshot the whole thing. Actually, no, I think it's the same. I don't know. I can't tell. Hopefully somebody in here gets one sooner rather than later so we can all cheer on them.
I feel like we need a sound effects board for that.
Right? So, that's something I feel like we need as a sound effects board.
And accidentally press like the wrong one. It's like a lion roaring or something.
Yeah. Penguin squawking.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a good point, is be signed into your Disney. I am signed in on everything but the one we're streaming, because that one's just a demo. But that is a good tip, is be signed into Disneyland.com, because it will make your life so much easier. I mean, I think honestly, just always be signed into Disneyland.com and your life will be easier, but I don't know how much easier, but for stuff like this, it'll be easier.
For someone, it'll be easier.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Chris has his 5-day ticket confirmation numbers and gift card ready to copy and paste.
I'm curious if anyone went through the app to get to this, or if you all went through the website.
The one I have open on my phone is from the app.
Okay.
But it did open me up into just a browser. Which is always weird to me, because I feel like if they send you to the app, you should just be able to use the app. But I guess it makes sense at some level.
Yeah. By the way, there are still some virtual queue spots left for Spider-Man today.
That does not surprise me. We went a week ago Sunday, and there were still virtual queue spots for Spider-Man at, I think it was like 7:00.
That was kind of me too. So the other
it's surprising. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if after today that's an afterthought, but
I would bet. I think that people haven't been going as much, either waiting for the magic key or, school's coming back into session, things like that.
Completely agree.
Yeah. There's still reservations available.
I am so glad to hear that.
Calendar.
Have any taken? Do you see any difference?
One of the icons looks more blue.
Okay.
Was that the difference you were looking for, or what the reservation?
At this point, anything's a difference. I'm a little disappointed they all still say more than an hour.
I kind of expected that. I mean, I feel like actually hitting the hour mark, I'm going to be interested in where it is from there. But I do feel like a little bit of what happened, I feel like in the last few days, a lot of information was being put out there to say you don't have to get it on the first day. You don't have to go to a ticket booth.
Yeah.
I feel like, though, it was too little too late, that really there was kind of like a hole that was dug that couldn't get out of.
And there was also other information put out ahead of time, which I think confused it, because I know if you went on the Disneyland app and hit chat, you got varied answers when you asked there. And so if you just went to the chat and asked and then didn't look again, that could be a problem. But I like Chris's idea where it says at this point it should just say go get lunch. I mean, I am tempted to go get another cup of coffee, but Yeah, Angela's talking about the Instagram countdown, also hyping today's release. But I just think no matter how much information they put out at some level, it's always going to be a little bit like this, because people will miss it and they'll just hear, oh, it's today. And so I'm sure there was some strategy behind that of let's hit it really hard the last 3 days, because that's when people will be looking. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
There is the sign, as we tweeted this morning, that says you have to do it online and on the app. that they have sitting in front of the ticket booths at Disneyland today.
Which that could just say like, turn around, get back in your car, go home.
Right.
There's nothing to see.
Or
move along.
They could have like a cell phone lot, like in like at the airport, except for it's a standing zone where like if you're signing up for your pass, just walk over here. I am curious if people call these, like, I feel like people are still going to call it a pass. And technically, I think they are calling it Magic Key Pass now.
On the site. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how the name progresses and what becomes the common language for it. Because by saying it's a pass, they're already at some level inviting people to call themselves pass holders again.
Yeah. Just not legacy.
Correct.
That's exclusive. So
it's gone.
Or exclusive.
We had it while we loved it while we had it. Now it's I mean, I have my magnets over in my office, but
where all of us probably here are trying to get it within the 66-day window. There's some of that charter stuff that we get. What is something that you were looking forward to? When I say you, anybody who'd like to even comment, what are you looking forward to the most in getting with the charter stuff?
Mine is having access to the park.
Well, that's I think that's just general access. But...
Yes, I know. I like the pin. I think that's kind of cool. Like, I don't know that anything I'm really, really wanting, but Angela is saying definitely one of her progress bars has moved forward. Mine look exactly the same, so I don't know.
Every third light moves faster.
Right. All right, I'm going to get more coffee, Murray. I will be right back. While you wait for
I'll just go ahead and say I'm looking forward to, I think, the lounge. I know it's probably going to be a little bit of hard access to get into, but I'm sure there's going to be like a couple of days, here and there that I could get in. It's always nice to have a place to have available just to kind of relax. So we have Mr. Salad Bar making progress there. So we do have some people making progress, which is good. I do miss the goat, though, I will say. It's not the same goat as actually on Big Thunder either, so I don't know what to do for that, but yeah, let me even try to find some of the charter. I know there's the pin. I know there's the lounge. I think there's a few other things that are available for all of us who are going to be charter members of the Magic Key Pass. Similar to D23's charter member at the expos, there's always an expo lounge available for charter members. There is the key where I just went to. A little bit of progress for a bar, you, Chris. And I feel like the way you say that, it's like Alice in Wonderland growing. Drink this, eat this. Maybe that's what we should do. Just make the progress bar eat a mushroom. It'll grow in size. Probably still more than an hour, but that's okay. Disney has confirmed, though, they're not going to run out on this first day, which is good, of any of the passes. I think that was to try to calm some of this down as well. So if you are worried about even getting Magic Key today, you are still going to have time the rest of this week if you need to figure out and do some things. So. And Disney fan in the chat moved over to Florida, it sounds like. I would say, though, if you're in Florida, you're a little closer to another resort that is celebrating its 50th anniversary pretty soon. So it's a great time to be going there, I think. That one just trying to think how many days away. Over a month. It'll be the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. Actually kind of crazy in some ways to think about for that, because it's definitely been the younger one between the two resorts. And so for some reason in my mind, it's always been super young to me for a resort, even though it's older than I am. If that makes sense. If you got any progress, definitely let us know, especially if you are completing anything with getting a Magic Key. We'd love to hear the process. Disney fan, to answer your question, and I'm sure Mr. Daps would love to answer as well. I'd like to think that I've been a Disneyland fan almost all my life. There's been some photo evidence of my parents taking me to Disneyland when I was barely 1 year old. I've always grown up with the videos. I love getting the videos of the theme parks. I can still remember when I was at a young age. And so I have been going since a very young age. I've not had an annual pass that long, but pretty close to. I think I've had an annual pass almost about half my life. So I think a little bit more, actually. So. And then now I will have a Magic Key. I'm actually also curious if anyone in the chat has had the Premier Pass, which is good for both resorts, Disneyland and Walt Disney World. If you had it recently, and thoughts on whether or not it will be coming back. That's actually been something that I have upgraded to from time to time. It's a great way if you know you're going to go out to Disney World for a couple times in the year, or even just getting an annual pass sometimes is a good option out there whenever they're going to go back on sale, which we're hearing will be towards the start of the 50th anniversary. Disney fan, the oldest Disneyland item I have, I don't know. I'd have to kind of look through. I haven't really kept tabs. If you mean that I have gotten, I still would have to think through. But my family and I, we pick up some things from auctions from time to time. And so I think we have one that's pretty darn old. Chris, it sounds like you got the premiere. Yeah, I guess right before everything shut down too. They did raise it by a lot, I think, for everything for both. both coasts. So, Trevor, as far as putting a bigger down payment down, I don't know. I haven't heard anything. I know that was an option in the past. I know that's something I'm hoping to do. But if not, then I would anticipate, I would actually, just for the sake of not being too shocked, I would anticipate doing exactly as they have said, the exact down payment that they have for each of them, and then the monthly payments that they have said for them. So. Yeah, and Chris, I'm with you too about the premiere. It really was actually a good deal if you knew that you were going to both Disney World and Disneyland quite a bit. Then if you get a premiere pass, it really works out to be beneficial. You get discounts in Disney World as well, kind of like the Disneyland discounts with the passes, and so even hotel discounts, which is always nice. If you're from California, you get discounts on the hotels out in Disney World. So. Mr. Daps is back. We were talking about the Premier Pass just now. So,
do you think it'll come back?
I think there's a good chance. I don't want to say for sure, but the fact that they said that they're going to start selling annual passes in Disney World probably in a little over a month, then that's a good sign. So.
Yeah, I could see that. I will update that the laptop that is right in front of me has moved up a little bit, so I can actually say I've made progress.
There you go.
Unfortunately, it still says more than an hour.
Yeah.
Is that where you're at too?
Mm-hmm.
That's so exciting.
I am seeing... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, all you.
I was just going to say, I think there are a lot of times where people do have multiple devices open with it, that once somebody gets, their key, then those devices go away, and then like we move up, stuff like that. So
let's hope that happens a lot and we bump up in the line really quick. Yeah, I'm hoping. I would love to see the Premier Pass come back. I think that was a good thing for people that do go back and forth occasionally throughout the year, and that's where they like to spend their time, including us.
Mm-hmm. They actually, with it, for sure, I ended up going to Disney World the most I've gone to within. I guess it ended up being maybe like a couple of years' time, but yeah, I had upgraded before COVID hit, well before COVID hit, where I still had some time left on my Disneyland pass. I went 2 times with it being upgraded. COVID hit, and then as soon as they reopened, I actually got a trip, and I ended up going back, I think, like 4 times.
Just a couple.
Once they reopened. So I definitely got a lot of use out of it. So and it was really good. I think I was saying, like, there are hotel discounts, and they ended up doing a really good substantial discount for the hotels.
Yeah, it seemed like you got some really good deals, and we went last September, and that was a blast as well.
Yeah, almost a year ago, actually.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
That was a very memorable trip.
Mm-hmm.
I see Disney Fan 1955 has a letter from Disneyland from 1956 that was sent asking about or giving information about Christmas for that same year. That's very cool. So it looks like the laptop one might continue to be moving forward a little bit, but we're not to the point where we're under an hour.
No, I know it hasn't even been quite an hour yet, since we've all been on the page. So
yeah, that is very true.
Maybe once that hits, we might have a little bit, but I think I'm kind of hoping.
Yeah, and to answer your question, Luke, you're not able to go buy them at the ticket booths at Disneyland. They will send you to the Disneyland app or Disneyland.com.
Virtually, you can't actually go go into there from the ticket booth, unless you're Magic. But it is a magic key, so
it is a magic key. Maybe that's what the magic key really does.
You went through cyberspace.
We were at Disneyland a week and a half ago. Yes, and I think you've been there in the last 2 weeks too, right?
Last Saturday.
Yeah,
and then I think it was like the week before that. Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, we have been there, and it was very nice. It wasn't super busy at all.
Yeah. I recommend going to Disneyland. It's a good place to go.
I sure hope so.
Don't go.
Just get the pass. That's all.
Get the parking. Just get it for the parking.
There you go.
Yeah.
I just needed a place to park my car.
From like 8 to 11 every day.
Yeah,
8 a.m., 11 p.m.
Work at Starbucks on the corner. It just seemed easier.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's look at Twitter again. Lots of
like we need
48
like a
minutes
whole,
for someone.
Theme song for that. Like the late night shows with like, let's go to Twitter.
Right. Oh, somebody has 15 minutes, I see.
Oh.
Somebody else got theirs.
I don't know why I just reacted that way, actually.
I see people putting Post-it notes to track their progress on their screen.
Oh, that actually was a good strategy. I used to do a pen on my loading screen for because it had like a little needle point for software loading. So, little tip.
The one thing I'm noticing, I don't know that we can confirm this at this point, but I'm seeing several people saying that the payment option is not showing up.
That could be a bit of a problem.
Yeah. There's one person that said it was down to 10 minutes and then bumped back up to 18. Actually, it looks like it slowed down for everybody because I see another person saying it went from 16 to 25.
Okay. My bar was moving a little bit, which was nice.
That is nice. Yeah, I think the bar might have moved. I'm not entirely sure. Like, it's definitely moving on my laptop right in front of me, which is good because that's the one I'm going to use or intending to use. As for my phone, let's see. It looks the same to me as does the streaming computer. Oh, the light blue corner grew. Okay, is that good or bad? Yeah, I think you're right, though.
I do wonder, though, sometimes I don't know if I did find a tweet where saying was not finding the payment plan thing. I was thinking it could come up depending on your address because it is only true. For I don't know if it's certain zip codes or the way that they figure that out. So
well, and it could also even be a just didn't see it thing too. Like sometimes in the heat of the moment, you're so excited that you got in through that you're like, oh, I missed that, and you don't even realize you missed it.
Right.
But this one's definitely making progress. I just can't show it to you all because it's not connected. So here's my question.
Okay.
Let's say
true.
For a virtual queue, you had to sit on one attraction for the entire time of your wait. Like you just had to keep riding and rewriting that attraction. Which one would you choose? I know which one. Well, I know which one.
I'm not sure what you mean. Like you get a virtual queue, but you have to keep riding it over and over again.
So like the virtual queue, you see how the people are riding around and around in Space Mountain? Picture?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
What if you had to be that person during the virtual queue? Like the entire time you're waiting, you have to be on one attraction and you can't get off.
But it doesn't have to be the ones that. So it doesn't have to be Big Thunder or Space Mountain. It could be any.
No, just any attraction.
Oh, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay.
Yeah, that's easy.
I see Angela saying the train. I see David seeing Buzz Lightyear. David also says Mark Twain. That would be up there for me. I think I would probably choose the train also, or the Mark Twain.
My bar is moving. I'm quite glad about that. It keeps moving.
I am too. And I just got one little more corner to a dark blue from a light blue on my laptop. And we do have a dark blue corner in the streamed one. The one that doesn't matter.
I don't know why that's hilarious to me at all, but
yeah. Progress is progress, as Chris is saying up in the chat. It does seem like my phone one is the slowest.
I think also, like I'm wondering too if it depends on the screen itself, the way the bar looks.
Oh, the size of it. That could.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
Because it's smaller.
Yeah.
That would make a lot of sense. We really should have been counting how many times we went around the circle. Although I'd hate for anybody to have to do that, so I don't know.
Just, not...
Angela has 3 full dark stripes. I have 2 in a little corner on the laptop. It is interesting seeing that they reload every couple of seconds, too. Victor S. got his key. Congratulations, Victor. You are the first in this chat to do so.
Which key did you get? I think
that is a good question.
That's the question. Yeah.
That is the question. To be or not to be. To key or not to key.
Because if you got the low key, I really want to know which variant you got, actually.
How many years are you going to use this joke, Murray?
Oh, I got loads more too. Oh, don't worry. There's many keys. There's many keys in my universe of the multiverse.
So my question is, how hard is it to unlock those keys?
Oh, there are some that are harder than others. So
okay, so it's like you level up.
There's like the door key is a little hard. It's kind of goofy in some ways. So
it's funny is you said that, and I had two images flash through my head. Mm-hmm. One was the key to the door from Alice in Wonderland, like door key, like the door. What's his name? Doorknob, whatever. The other one was door key, like I was as a kid.
That even I always think of Goofy. There's actually in gosh, I'm trying to think of the show before House of Mouse, but I think they showed the cartoon House of Mouse too. No, there was I think it was Mouseworks where they started doing shorts again.
Yep.
So there's one where it was the they were locksmiths. Mickey, Donald, and Goofy were actually locksmiths, and at the very end, the one gag that Goofy got to do was he just looks at the screen and goes like, "I thought the ending was kind of dorky," and then he just moves away and then it fades out. So Goofy is always associated with that to me now because
I love it.
So
I am now well into my 3rd blue bar though, so I'm catching up with Angela apparently. I feel like you could do like a tweet thread that like once a day you add a new key.
There you go.
That would be pretty
Well, like
funny.
I said, there's many variants for the low key. So
yeah, so today's the variants in the low key.
Yeah, so you don't know which one will pop up.
And if people want to find you on Twitter, they should probably go where, Murray?
Me on Twitter.
Yes.
At DAPs Murray. I'm on there.
Like that.
That seemed very ready.
It was not.
I
literally asked you so I would have enough time to type it.
And also Instagram is exactly that. So
same thing. Wow, you're cohesive.
I am. Synergy. It's all about synergy.
Right?
Oh, yeah. So
and Victor also made their first. Victor made his first reservation for September 3rd. Great time to do that. Believe key is what was purchased, and Victor can walk to Disneyland. Excellent. That's amazing.
There you go. I think that makes a lot of sense to not get the one with the parking included. Then makes absolute sense. So.
No, that makes a ton of sense. And congratulations, you were the first one on the stream to get that far.
And I will say congratulations too. I am heading out of the stream. I
don't like us anymore. I see how it is.
I've got to go get the variant. No, but wish everyone luck. I'm still waiting. I will still be waiting. So,
and you'll tweet when you get your magic key, right?
That I don't know because
you may not. But
I may not be able to.
At some point,
figure out a certain strategy to actually go through to get my key today. So
that is fair.
But I wish everyone well, and hopefully we'll see you all in the parks. And there we go.
And I will stick around for a little bit. Murray, good luck. May the force be with you.
Thank you.
And may your key always open your door.
But not be dorky.
But not be dorky. I don't know. It's not too bad to be dorky, I don't think. I feel like dorky usually means more fun.
It can be, yeah.
Yeah. We're good at that. All right. Well, have a great day, Murray, and we will check back in on you at a later point and see how your adventure turned out.
All right. See you all.
See you, Murray. And with that, you are left with me and a spinning space mountain. So exciting. I know. Let me look at the computer here. We are at 3 solid bars of dark blue and 2.5 of light blue. Let us know how many bars you are through there. As you can see on the streaming computer, I'm going to call that 1.5, 2.5. I don't know. Whatever you'd like to call it. We will call it that. That'll be fun. We will check Twitter real quick. I am seeing more people getting magic keys. I see another person at 2 minutes. Finally, lots of excitement happening. Also, don't refresh your screen. I see that on Twitter. Don't refresh your screen. It will not help you. There's another magic key sale. That's great. I am curious if anybody is getting the payment options because I'm seeing a few people that aren't. It looks like my phone is still the slowest. I do think it's wise at some level of them to just do this virtually. And it is Tim Burton's 63rd birthday. So happy birthday to him. Congratulations, Chris, on getting down to 50 minutes. Yep, we are still at more than an hour on both of our screens. And hopefully we will catch up with Chris soon. If not, we will live vicariously through him, and that's okay as well. But yeah, it's happy birthday, Tim Burton. You were 63 today. That's fun. I think it was smart of them to not have people go to main gate today, though, or the ticket booths, just because I do think it would have been mayhem right at the entrance of Disneyland, which isn't necessarily the end of the world because it does create a hype, but it doesn't make for the best experience. Like here, we can relax, we can, get up, get around while we're waiting, not have to be just stuck in line in the sun. And also it's probably a blessing to the cast members working at the magic booths, the ticket booths, just because I'm sure at some level that would have gotten stressful very quickly as people waited longer and got tired of waiting. It looks like I am now up to 3 dark bars, 3 light bars, and tiny little bit of a 4th dark bar. And the streaming computer is not quite catching up with the laptop, but that is okay. Yeah, I bet that would be a zany birthday cake for Tim Burton. That is for sure. Looks like I see a few. There we go. More Magic Key pass holders coming out. I am curious what people end up calling themselves once they have their passes. Yep, there's another one. They are they are distributing a guide for upgrading to Magic Key from your ticket path. So it shows just exactly what you need to do once you have a day ticket to go up to a Magic Key pass. It doesn't sound like it's working on the app just yet, so you need to go to Disneyland.com instead, and hopefully that is working there. If not, I would definitely stop by City Hall or a ticket booth by the end of the day before you've expired completely your ticket. But you could probably ask a City Hall member what to do, and or a guest relations member what to do, and they'll take care of you. It looks like I am now up to loading, and it stopped. I'm going to say 3.5 dark blue bars. So it does seem like things are moving forward a little bit quicker now, at least on the laptop. I'm not seeing the same on the streaming computer, and I'm not seeing the same on my iPhone. But that is okay. I am getting more reports of not seeing the payment option. So if you did see the payment option, we would be curious to hear about that and see if your experience is different than what we're seeing and hearing from a few people online. But it does look like the laptop, and I'm curious what browser people are using too. Which browser are you using? The one that seems to be moving the fastest for me is is Google Chrome on the MacBook that I'm using in front of me. Second fastest is Google Chrome on a PC, and third fastest currently is Safari on the iPhone. Also, be curious if Chris, yours ends up being faster than 50 minutes. "43 minutes. So at 11:09, you're 50 minutes. That's pretty consistent, it seems like. And it looks like the PC is speeding up a little bit. Yeah, I'm seeing lots of people not seeing the payment option. So I'm curious if that's what's going on with that. Here I'm reading for the monthly payment. Be sure that your Disneyland app is updated. Then open it and click the plus sign, and you then buy the tickets options. You'll be able to navigate there. Good luck. This person just got their passes, so apparently it is possible. And I'm seeing people that are just getting on that are also seeing the more than an hour mark as well. So I think that's just a generic. If you're over an hour, it's over an hour. Oh, and Victor is saying that he did see the payment option just fine. You have to be logged into your Disney account, confirm your address, and then you can go back to make your purchase. That's good to know. Thank you. And I am still at more than an hour. Suki saying that I see the monthly payment option. It shows right after you choose the magic key you want. It'll give you the pay in full option or a monthly option. And then you click a box if you're a SoCal resident. It's also not giving the option for upgrade of tickets currently, which I'm seeing online also. Are you on the app, Suki, or are you on Disneyland.com? I mean, I know it takes you there, but so it might not be working anywhere. I will say I expected more tweets happening today with all of this going on. Like there's a lot of them. It's just not nearly as many as I was expecting. And Victor is saying it's a big green button to upgrade. It appears. We will find out if that is accurate or not in just a minute, it sounds like. I now have 4 dark blues and 3.5 light blues, so that's progress. I'm curious at what point do I get under an hour for those amount of bars. And I do remember that, Alberto. You could really go into a zone just watching these Space Mountain graphics go around and around and around and around. I'm getting the hint of the 5th blue bar. So exciting. I'm seeing more and more people are tweeting the fact that they did get their magic keys. So something is happening. People are making their way through. Victor is saying there's a big green button that you have to click to go from pay in full to monthly payment option. What did that button say, Victor? I'm just out of curiosity. So by my count, Chris should be about 38, 39 minutes, something like that, if I'm any good at doing math. If anybody else is under the hour mark, especially those of you that have been with us the whole hour and a half that we have now been live, I would be very curious to hear that. Looks like the phone is still the slowest. We will see. How this all plays out. It does appear that the laptop is speeding up 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to say a half now of the blue bar. Angela's at 5.5 dark bars. I feel like this is some sort of new type of Star Trek currency. Instead of being bars of platinum, though, it's bars of blue. So you're at 5.5 and still more than an hour. I'm at 4.5, still more than an hour. I'm curious where the point is it switches to under an hour. So Victor is saying, after confirming your address, go back to the purchase page. You'll see the type of passes that are still available. Click the one you want, and you'll get the pay in full or payment option. It does make sense that it would connect with your address, just as it is for California. I'm a solid 4.5 now. Like, I think I was a little bit under, but now it looks like maybe a little bit more than a 4.5 blue bars. And heading back on over to Twitter. I just tried to get another key joke from Murray, but he's keeping them under lock and key for now. More waiting. Someone just purchased their Magic Key Pass and can smell the churros. Somebody just got in, and now there's an error as of 55 seconds ago. So we will see what happens there. I see Jessica McDonald, the Healthy Mouse, has gotten her Magic Key. Good for her. Meanwhile, we just keep watching Space Mountain spin around. Oh, so you do have to log back in when you move on to the next page, huh, Victor? Even if you were logged in before. That's interesting. It's still a good idea to be logged in before you get to that point, and hopefully that will work in your favor. And I'm confirmed that I am logged in. It looks like we're at 5 blue bars now. What's great about this is not only are we just watching people blast around Space Mountain, we're doing this together. Like I could make it full screen and you could just watch that and I could talk over it in the back. I think you can still hear me. As it goes around and around and around. We really should play trivia games or something. And it looks like my phone has finally moved a little bit forward. But still more than an hour on all of the devices here. Angela, did you get under an hour yet? And I'm glad you could still hear me when I'm behind the screen. I am a solid 5 dark blue bars, which I feel like is some level of progress, but still over an hour. It is interesting to see all of this playing out as I'm watching Twitter. Angela says she's still moving forward. And we will see how this all plays out. Good to see you, Bailey. Looking a little bit back, the annual pass program first came to Disneyland in 1983 through the Magic Kingdom Club. And it was for only them at the beginning. And back then it was $55 and $45 for kids. And juniors were $50. I am seeing the start of the 6th blue bar, dark blue bar. They're all blue bars. In 1986, it was actually called an annual passport and ranged various prices. I am curious, for those of you that did have passes, what year did you first get your annual pass? And as I wait for your answers, I will tell you my first annual pass was in 1995. Basically kept that other than maybe like a week or two here or there when it would expire through the years. Angela got hers in 2007. So after the 50th. Interesting. 2007 for Victor. Was that Year of a Million Dreams? It seems like it might have been from what I remember, but... ...2015 for Alberto. And yes, that was the Year of a Million Dreams. Is that why you got your pass? Because that would make a lot of sense. I will say the only thing I got from the Year of a Million Dreams wasn't actually from the Year of a Million Dreams, and that was 2 pins that I was given by someone, I think after it had actually ended. So I wasn't the winner, but it just worked out that way. Still at more than an hour with almost 6 dark blue bars. For Angela, it was a birthday gift. Okay. And then you just kept renewing every year? I got mine because I was visiting from Minnesota, and it was a good place to go when you didn't really know anybody, and it was about as good of a deal as anywhere else. So I just would start hanging out at Disneyland in summer. It looks like my 6th dark blue bar is almost full. I really should have been showing this one. That is a good reason. I am curious, for those that do go to Disneyland regularly on a weekly or couple times a month basis, like what are the things that you like to do repeatedly that keep you coming back week after week, month after month? Like a big part for me has always been the entertainment and seeing the different bands that play, whether it's Fat Cat Swinger or Disneyland Band, Dapper Dans, Bootstrappers, Pearly Band, all of those fun things, which we did find out today that the Dapper Dans will be back for Halloween starting on September 3rd, which is fantastic. I see Victor saying he got his because of a Year of a Million Dreams as well. He got his first job so he could buy a pass and go whenever he wanted. And he was given magical fast passes that year. That's very cool. Electronica and Mad Tea Party. That's fair. Yeah, those were fun. We would stop by for those and check them out. And that sounds like fun, Alberto. And we continue to watch Space Mountain spin. Well, really, just the rocket ship, I guess. Also, you wanted to be chosen to stay. I think everybody wanted to be chosen to stay in the Dream Suite. That is a very cool place to be. I've had the pleasure of getting to be in or visit both the Dream Suite here and also in Florida, and they are equally incredible in their own unique ways, and something I'm very thankful that I got to experience at one time or another. So it looks to me like the MacBook is going to be the winner today from what I'm seeing here. I'm at about 6 dark blue bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 6 dark blue bars with the next light blue one coming. And we're at just about 3 dark blue bars for the streaming computer. And we're at 2 for the iPhone. Going back to Twitter. The great thing is I'm really not seeing too many glitches or anything. I am seeing a reminder that monthly options only appear if you're logged in. One person said they were logged in after they'd added their magic keys to the cart. Thank you. And then was prompted to log in. So then they removed them from the cart, went back to the options, and the monthly payment option appeared. If you're logged in from the start, this will help avoid those headaches I'm seeing. One person is saying they think they hear music right when they got down to the end. Another person getting their magic key, another magic key. Apparently magic key is trending right now. Not a huge surprise there. I am seeing people were able to upgrade their existing tickets in the app. So apparently that is working now. I've only seen the one glitch, so I'm thinking that was just a random thing. I am still at more than an hour with a solid 6 of dark and a solid, well, almost a solid 6 of light blue as well. Interesting. Brooke McDonald, who's with Attractions Magazine, is reporting that magic key holders staying at Disneyland Resort hotels will be restricted to their magic key booking limits, unlike Walt Disney World, which allows hotel park pass reservations for their entire resort stay. That is an interesting thing, especially for the people that are coming down from, say, Northern California or a little bit more than a couple-hour drive from Disneyland. I wonder if that's something that will change, because I actually think if you're staying in the hotel, you should probably get the opportunity to use more, but who knows? How many dark blue bars are you into, Angela? And are you under an hour? Is anybody under an hour other than Chris? There are QR codes out by the gates and inside the parks to help you purchase your magic key. You can just scan that and start the process that way as well. Another reminder that you need to be logged in for the monthly option. Chris is, oh, I read that wrong. I was like, it went from 10 to 7. Great. But it's 17. So bummer. Hopefully that speeds up a little bit. I am at the beginning of my 7th dark bar, and I'm still more than an hour. When it went under an hour, Chris, was it like how far across the status did it have, like the loading status bar? I am glad to see you're almost there. At least closer than us. So it did just continue working its way across. Okay. I was almost wondering if it didn't go to the under an hour until you'd filled up this bar or something. Yeah, the phone is definitely the slowest, so that's fun. "19 minutes now. Everything's slowing down. That's not so good." The bars just keep loading slowly. I don't know if it's better to see it go from 10 to 17 to 19 or to see it continuing at more than an hour wait time. I'm also curious to see as the day goes on in the afternoon and evening if there's fewer people that are hopping on to get these, or like the rush was in the morning, or if it it looks like I'm seeing the beginning of the 7th dark blue bar, which means I'm still quite a ways away. I don't know if this is breaking news or not, or if I just missed this, but it is now official that Halloween Screams will be opening on September 3rd. And that is always a very fun fireworks spectacular. I might have just missed this, but I don't know for sure. I'm checking the Disney Parks blog. I assumed that it would be returning with Halloween, but I do not see any note of this. I do see it on the Disneyland website, though. I'm seeing a few people getting glitches, so I'm wondering if something is going on, and that's why the time went up for Chris. It does look like it might be going back down for some people as well. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is new news or not. I'm looking around for it a little bit. And Alberto, to answer your question, we that was actually an unexpected consequence due to my laptop dying. So when I moved it to editing on my iPad, that was just a didn't have all of my templates, so I had to make a new template. And Chris is down to 10 again. And no need to apologize, Chris. I think we all are trying to do as many things as we possibly can at the same time. Running that story as we speak. And we continue. We're up to 3 dark bars on the streaming computer. We're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5, almost 7 for the MacBook, which I presume was going to win. I will be curious to see how that works for you, Chris, because I was curious about that too. And I have seen one person that looked like they had multiple tickets on their finished transaction, but it'll be interesting to see if you can add multiple people and multiple upgrades through the website. And I do think that is a good reason for being able to do things like this in person. I think the real challenge for Disney is not letting the system get overwhelmed by too many people in person, which they just can't accommodate yet. And then you have the flip side of there's definitely some challenges that come with doing everything virtually as well. And it'll be interesting to see how this impacts future sales of, like, I'm assuming they're all in on virtual sales for events in the future. I'm seeing Bob saying that ticket upgrades to annual passes or to the Magic Key is only available through the mobile, iOS, Android, or on mobile and iOS, Android in the app. So we will see how that plays out. Hopefully it works in your favor. I have seen a couple of people that are having issues that way as well. So who knows? Mine still says more than an hour. I'm curious if Angela's does. And yeah, mine, the app redirected me to a website too. Ninth dark bar, but still no change, huh? Wow. That's exciting. So I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and going into the light blue. One minute. That's great. So in theory, Chris is either entering right now or just about. To get his magic key, and hopefully magic keys will work out for him. Played the music, so the music does exist. Nice. Well, that's a win. Somebody's making progress. I am very curious to see if the upgrade works for you, Chris, and then also multiple tickets work for you. The site design is really broken right now. Well, as long as the functionality is working, I guess. And he's not saying anywhere to upgrade your ticket. Well, that is bizarre. Be interesting to see how that works out, because it says, or Bob's saying you have to be on the mobile app, but I think Chris was on the mobile app. Oh, your phone is waiting as well. Got it. I am now through a solid 7 dark blue bars. Hop on over and look at this to see if anything's disappearing yet. For the calendar, it looks like I don't see anything that's sold out yet for reservations at this point. Let's go from the top to the very bottom. And I don't see anything sold out there as well. So it looks like, even though many people are still on this wonderful holding screen, there are still plenty of reservations. So hopefully not too many reasons to stress out at this point. I'm curious if anybody has gotten under the hour mark at this point, as we've now been at the over an hour, more than an hour waiting screen for more than an hour. I think we're coming up on 2 hours-ish. It doesn't auto-apply the DVC discount either. Interesting. Hopefully there's a way for you to find that. Looking on Twitter. Seeing a couple more weird, glitchy looking things on the site, but not sure if it's working or not. Lots of more than an hour people as well. More than an hour. Seeing other people having issues upgrading from a ticket. This one through the app, it looks like. Looks like reservations are working for people as I'm looking through this. And I did see Mike from Laughing Place was able to do it, but that is very weird. If that is the... I don't remember that being communicated ahead of time, but that doesn't mean I didn't miss it. I am curious if there's an activation or something that happens when you go through the gate, but that is weird. Definitely a solid dark blue or 7 dark blue bars and still at over an hour. I believe Angela's in the same boat, but a little bit further ahead of me. And I am seeing that Halloween Screams is coming back on the 3rd. It looks like it's almost every night as I'm looking through the calendar, which will be fun. And it's a good choice as you think about it, just because with now the different levels of Mickey or Magic Key passes that will allow... oh, Chris is saying it's confirmed that only 1 gift card can be applied per purchase, not even per guest. Good to know. But with different blockout dates, having Halloween Screams nightly makes sense. It does look like some nights are just with projections and other nights are with fireworks as well. And it looks like weekends are fireworks, weekdays are projections, as I'm looking further through the calendar for the month. Were you able to connect to your DVC discount, Chris? They've apparently only updated the calendar through. Oh, there's more people getting their magic key. Yeah, that's not cool. I wonder if the guest relations can help or something. I'm now getting into the 8th dark blue bar and still more than an hour. So this could go on for a very long time. Yeah, if you've been going to New York, you would have not been getting your magic key right now. So did you, or were you able to get your magic keys though, Chris? Interesting. Yeah, I think that's fair, Chris. And Angela's seeing on Twitter that Disney is allowing guests who can't upgrade through the app to do so at the ticket booths after all, which seems very reasonable. Well, I think on that happy note, as it gets to be about 1,000,000 degrees in the studio without air conditioning, I am going to move inside and to cooler places and find some food. We will keep you updated on how the progress bars go for the magic key. I'm going to leave this up so that you can see it, but I will be back in just a little bit, and hopefully we'll have updates on this that are happier. And Chris, I hope that you are able to get into the park and get your upgrades tonight. But I will be back shortly. And for now, enjoy the spinning Space Mountain. And I am back. It now is at 59 minutes. Never mind. Back to more than an hour. We were close. But apparently the internet had different ideas. As you can see, the streaming computer still is at over an hour. The laptop was at 59 minutes a minute ago, and it has gone back up. I'm checking this one. Still more than an hour here as well. So we continue to wait for Angela's down to 12. Very cool. And I'm down to 58 minutes now, so that's progress a little bit. And as we move into getting our magic key and becoming magic key holders on the opening day, that these are now available. Some people are going into the park today. I do know of at least one person who purchased a one-day ticket today, and on the bottom of the ticket it said, for information about upgrading, go to the ticket booths. And so they are doing that as we speak. I'm actually down to 46 minutes now, shockingly enough, which feels like massive progress, and I'm very glad about that. And we will see how this plays out. All in all, though, I do feel like, other than a few glitches here and there, it seems like most things have gone, for the most part, fairly smooth. I'm seeing lots of tweets of success and waiting in the queue. Reminders that if you are a SoCal resident wanting to buy an applicable pass, to make sure for payments, make sure to log in as well. I am seeing that the discount already works for those that have just upgraded and are in the parks today, which is great. More people who've become key holders as well. There is one glitch I'm seeing as I scroll through. Down to 42 minutes now, shockingly enough. I'm wondering if a bunch of people that have multiple screens open are getting their passes right now, and so are able to bump things forward a bit. Angela, in that logic, you should be down to like 8, I would think. I think what I'll do is I will keep my laptop on and go through the process with you as we get there, and hopefully we will be successful in that, and you will see a new magic key holder on this stream, and then we will call it a day, and hopefully other people are successful as well. Only time will tell, obviously. Yep, the app is still quite a way out. More than an hour there. 41 minutes for me, 6 minutes for Angela. She is going to be a key holder shortly. I feel like this is almost like Price is Right, and you're about to get called down to the front and get the fun music and everybody screams and all that stuff. But it will be interesting to see how the process goes for you, Angela, if there's any glitches, if everything goes smoothly. Hopefully it does. I'm curious, Angela, are you purchasing the whole thing at once, or are you going to get a payment plan? I am down to 40 minutes, by the way. I look forward to seeing how it goes. Bob got his key. Congratulations, Bob. Which one did you get? And Angela will be paying the whole thing up front. I think that makes sense. Actually, both make sense, but that's fine. I've now gone up to 41 minutes for those of you that are keeping count at home. It is interesting when you think about this, though. All we've seen in the lower third is approximate wait time more than an hour, and it definitely has been closer to the 3-hour mark than the 2-hour mark. I almost wish it would say like longer, like how big and how far it really was, because I'd almost prefer knowing, oh, it's going to be 3 hours and being able to go somewhere else and, you know, whatever it is that you'd want to do, as opposed to sitting and staring at your screen for 3 hours, which we're getting to do together, which is a lot of fun. But and congratulations on your dream key, Bob. Going back to Twitter, I'm seeing more people getting their Magic keys. I am seeing discussion about the fact that even with a Magic key, if you are staying at a Disneyland Resort hotel, you will still be limited to 6 reservations at a time. I don't know that many people who come more days than 6 in a row at a stay, so maybe that's okay. I don't know. I'm curious what people think about that, but just keep that in mind, that as you plan your trips, if you are intending to stay longer than 6 days, you will have a interesting time getting reservations, and you might have to get more tickets or something. I don't actually know the answer for that. Angela is less than a minute at this point. I'm at 39 minutes. I was at 38 a minute ago and it went up. So I'm guessing Angela's 1 minute got added to mine. But it is important to know the nuances of these different passes and the levels. It's one thing also to note that if you're excited about Halloween screams with fireworks, it looks like that's happening mostly on the weekends, not during the week. So if that is something that you really want to experience with the fireworks, that might play into which Magic key you get. And thank you, Pete. And so that, I don't know if that's a huge deal to people or not. I am down at 37 minutes now. How exciting. But it will be interesting to see how that is, like how that impacts, I guess really like how that impacts the traffic flow in the parks. That is one of the more popular fireworks spectaculars that are shown above the skies of Disneyland. 35 minutes now, by the way, everybody. And I personally am very excited to see this one, and it's one that's worth camping out for and watching. And it will be a really nice thing to see back above the skies of Disneyland. It's one of those things that you kind of, I don't want to say you take it for granted while it's actually being presented at Halloween. I'm going back 2 years now to 2019 when we saw it last. But after the last year and a half, these kinds of things really do add to the magic. And you've got the Dapper Dans coming back on September 3rd as well, which will be it just makes things feel more like they should at Disneyland, if that makes any sense. And that will be a very welcome return, I think, for a lot of people, us included, to see on Main Street, the Dapper Dans returning. And then you've got all of this news yesterday with the new characters coming for the Oogie Boogie Bash, these villains. So it looks like Sid, Cruella, and Agatha Harkness from WandaVision will all be at the Oogie Boogie Bash coming in September as well, which I think will be very exciting. I'm curious who is everybody most excited to see at the Oogie Boogie Bash. Maybe one of those three, maybe somebody else, maybe somebody that you wish you could see. I'd love to hear in the comments below. I'm sure Angela is probably checking out now, if I had to make a guess, because it's been more than a minute, and I'm now down to 34 minutes and counting. And it just keeps going on, huh, guys? You will probably hear the music that we heard Chris talk about earlier when he finally made it in through the queue, as I do have the laptop pretty close to the microphone So I'm assuming it will pick that up, and that will give you something, hopefully, that's kind of fun and different than just the Space Mountain holding screen. But yes, it'll be very nice to have the return of the Dans. It's been nice to have Disneyland Band back, and I'm looking forward to hopefully some point seeing the Straw Hatters is always a favorite as well, and I'll look forward to seeing them return. Now I'm up to 35 minutes. $33 minutes, even better. We will see how this thing progresses. I'm assuming Angela is checking out. Hopefully everything is working out well for her. And we will have one more person that has gotten their magic key from this stream today. I see Laura took 2 hours and 48-minute mark to get to the under an hour mark, which doesn't hugely surprise me. I'm seeing fewer new tweets going up. I see another person saying, finally, after 3 hours, I got my magic key. Another success. It does seem like it's tapering off a little bit. So I am wondering if the demand today is not as high as, say, a Touch of Disney opening day tickets, which makes sense because Disney has been fairly upfront about the fact that you don't need to get a magic key today, and that these will be available moving forward. And it looks like, from what I'm telling, I should reload it now, the reservations are still quite available. Let's take a look. Yeah, I don't see anything that's currently sold out. Let's look for Imagine Key. I am curious with how this works, if the reservations are for all 4 levels of the passes, or if it's a thing where everybody's the exact, or has their own availability. And Angela is all done. Congratulations, Angela. You are the next winner. I am down to 26 minutes now, and the time it took you to get your magic key. I will be very glad to get out of this studio that is not air conditioned, as I mentioned before, and it's getting a little bit warm in here. But with 26 minutes left, we really can't go anywhere, can we? It is interesting to see. I believe maybe this computer was first, but it is interesting to see how long it's taking for the streaming computer to catch up with us. It's also interesting that the laptop is definitely Wi-Fi, and the streaming computer is hardwired into some fairly fast internet. So you just never know. And they were within seconds of each other that I hit the link to get into it. And then the phone is still really far back. And I am down to 24 minutes. And I do see Angela's dream key. You are now a key holder. That is very good. 23 minutes for me, and hopefully I will be a key holder as well if all goes as planned. As we continue to spin around the outside of Space Mountain, I'm curious in the chat, do you prefer the Space Mountain holding key or holding screen or the Thunder Mountain holding screen? And I am down still at 23 minutes. Vote for Thunder Mountain. That's fair. I'm down to 21 minutes now, which is progress. There is something nostalgic about the Thunder Mountain hold screen that is kind of fun. Just because we've seen it so much this year, but I do like that they're adding to it. That is true. The dinosaurs do animate in the Thunder Mountain one. I do have that one open on a random screen I just noticed on my laptop, and so it's kind of interesting going back and forth. Well, and the goat animates too, now that you mention it. But on space, you've got the planets animating a little bit. And I'm down to 19 minutes now. Sorry to hear that, Paul. I hope that goes quickly for you. That's not fun. And it does appear that they are allowing people to upgrade their tickets to keys at the Disneyland Resort at the ticket booths, as it said at the bottom of the ticket of my friend. So for Chris going down there tonight, that should work for you. I'm not sure if you have to go in the park or not. My friend did go into the park and activated the ticket that is getting upgraded first, but is currently in line to upgrade to a magic key. And they are discouraging you if you can do it through the app. That is obviously preferred, and they will only have one set of booths open this evening, so things might get a bit longer if you're planning on going down this evening as well. So just keep that in mind. It definitely is preferable that you do this online, and they are still telling you that that's not a possibility. However, if you are upgrading, it appears that in reality, it might be a possibility. The monthly payments officially begin, I believe, at the first entry with your Magic Key. However, you do still have to pay, I think it's $179 down payment. Because your first entrance is what activates the pass, and if you have the dream, that is going to, hey Caitlin, good to see you, that is going to be activated when you use parking pass. That will change when it would start as well. And interesting, the DVC discount is only an in-person, which seems canceled out by the parking pass. Interesting. But it does still look like nothing is sold out in terms of reservations yet. I am down to 16 minutes at this point. And it is, yeah, it's worth noting that the monthly payment cannot use the gift card. You can use the gift card, apparently one per purchase, and that would probably work for your down payment. I don't know about the in full and cash. That has not been something that has been told to me, and they're not being told. My friend in line has not been told that yet either. And I am down to 13 minutes now, which is crazy. I will see if I can get that answer for you. $11 minutes. We will see how this goes. We might get to hear that little magical tune very soon. That is for sure, Chris. What a journey today indeed. I did just talk to Murray, and he is still waiting in the queue on his phone, I believe. Katie, I've heard from, is also doing the same. We did see Angela here get her ticket. Bob has as well. And it looks like, from what I'm hearing at Main Gate, you can pay with credit card, and you can set up the monthly payment. So not sure. I don't know where that came from, but you can use a credit card, and you can set up a monthly payment at the booth, is what they're being told right now. So I'm going to have every reason to believe that that is true. I will say this seems to be going smoother than some of these rollouts where it's gotten completely insane. It has not gone fast, but slow and steady wins the race. So I guess that's okay. This is a very long 11 minutes, I will say. It's still at 11 minutes, so we'll see how long that holds on. Angela is saying that she made all of her reservations, and once you've made 6 reservations, the make reservations button goes away. That totally makes sense. I will have to give credit for... I waited longer, actually, Victor, for opening day tickets. Because it started earlier. Yeah, I think it was 6-8 hours, and some people even longer. I am down to 9 minutes, by the way. But it is fun to see the amount of effort, coding, thought process that went into both the Magic Key and the Disney Genie as they've been unrolling or rolling these out. And it'll be interesting to try both of them. I have every reason to think the Magic Key is going to work as smoothly as one would expect. I'm very curious to see how the Disney Genie and Disney Genie Plus roll out. I'm very curious to try particularly Disney Genie and see how smoothly and accurately the plan that it makes you works. Because it not only gives you like a timeline for, hey, this is where you should go next for what attraction. This is how long that attraction's queue is. But it also tells you, hey, this is when you're going to get food. So order food for this window. And I could see that helping the food process for mobile ordering, but I could also see it overwhelming things as well. I'm down to 7 minutes, by the way. Yeah, 17 hours for reopen for Bob. That's that's a long day. I had a friend though that got on. I think we got on at like 5 something in the morning. Angela probably remembers, and they actually had theirs on their phones, and they had their tickets before like 10 a.m. in the morning. Like they had them in a couple hours, and we were multiple hours way beyond that. And there we go. We are down to 7 minutes now. The app link, I should say, is still more than an hour. Obviously, the screening computer is an hour plus as well. Kind of fun story about this computer that we're streaming with is Murray and I built this for Geeks Corner a few years ago. And it has worked wonderfully, knock on wood. I really shouldn't say things like that, but but it has been a wonderful computer. I'm down to 5 minutes now. And that is the Geeks Corner number, as you know, number 5, Johnny 5 through the years. I'm eagerly awaiting this. Actually, you guys might find this fun. I'll make myself bigger for a second, but here is my last annual pass that I had every intention of going and getting fixed because it has a crack through it. But this was the most recent one that I had as we went through the process and was not able to upgrade it. Yes, the monthly plan is available at Ticket Booth, Kobe's #1 fan. I'm down to 3 minutes now, so if I am paying attention to my screen and not you, I beg your apologies. I believe you were, Victor. You were the first person to get a magic key on the stream today. I am going to get my card ready because I'm down to 4 minutes now. And that is very good news. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. It is interesting, though, because we basically hopped on this page on this computer, the streaming computer, and the phone all at the same time. And 2 of the 3 are still more than an hour. And let's see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically almost 6 full dark blue bars. And we're never going to view blue bars the same again, I feel like. But we are at 3 minutes now. And it is interesting to see how this has all progressed and how each one has been different than the other as we've waited. Now I'm down to 2 minutes taking a screenshot for the eventual article. All right. But I'm so glad to hear that, Victor. We love doing DAPs as well. And honestly, anytime you guys have things that you really love, let us know, because we want to do more of that. While a lot of this is things that just interest us, like college band, candlelight, whatever attractions that we tend to record, we always do love getting requests as well, so that we can 1 minute now, so that we can really 2 minutes now. Never mind, false alarm. But no, we do love to record things that people do enjoy and that they can share in the magic just like us if they're not there, or maybe just remembering a time that they were there. I am tempted to get quiet now because I believe soon I'm going to have some music playing. Maybe when it gets down to 1 minute again, I'll start being quieter. But we are getting very close to the moment of truth, and that is a wonderful, exciting thing. And now I'm down to 1 minute. It is go time. Less than a minute. That's even better. I like that one way better. It is your turn. Thank you for waiting. You are now being redirected to the website. I'm just going to read you what I'm seeing, since you're not seeing this at the moment, but I do see it. Here we go. I am on the page. It did log me out, I'm noticing right away, which is fine. And it does give all the options for the different passes. I am getting the Dream Key pass. You should recognize as you're going through this, there is the no-show policy of if you miss 3 reservations within a 90-day window, you will not be able to make a new reservation for, I believe it's another 30 days. I am adding my magic key to my cart. Probably being dumb talking as I'm doing this, but you know, that's okay. Stranger things have been known to happen. Logging in again. Which is interesting. I'm curious if anybody else, yeah, I remember Victor saying that, but I don't know if everybody else had that same experience. I am logging in and hopefully this works because this would be the one moment where it'd be a bummer if it didn't. They're waiting to complete my requests. One of the challenges of having 2 computers, by the way, here is I have a mouse for the streaming computer, and I often grab it wanting to use it on my laptop here. Okay. I almost feel like it's kind of confirming your account because it is asking me to put in my phone number and email again, which I made sure was accurate as of this morning. So it almost, I'm wondering if this is a way, I work with databases in my day job, and I'm wondering if this is a way that they can basically get rid of duplicates and they can know, oh, this phone number is connected to so-and-so. And same with this email. So I've hit update guest and now I'm waiting. Oh, it wants my birthday. I am curious which icon everybody likes to use for their magic key. Oh, your phone queue sped up. It's because I got in. That's why. All right, now let's try to update guest again. That looks great. Putting in my card number. Expiration date. It is amazing what we can do today versus 20 years ago, whatever. You think I'd have this memorized, but I don't. Sorcerer Mickey icon, very good. I have Kermit the Frog. Very good. There is a COVID liability waiver that basically says you have to click on it to purchase this. Nick Wild, that's fun. I can totally see that. That's perfect. That does say that you are fully vaccinated or have a negative COVID test prior or before entering Disneyland, and that also you're going to wear a face mask when you're indoors. There's some other stuff. All right. I believe I'm about to hit purchase with any luck. Okay. Please wait while we complete your request. It is weird to be thinking that basically for a pass, there's this much anticipation and excitement for what was normally just a like, oh, I just clicked on the button. Is cute. Once your order is confirmed, it has balloons pop up on your screen, which is, I love that. It says you can now view your e-tickets when you arrive at the parks. Your e-tickets can be scanned from a mobile device that has internet access, or you may print out your e-tickets to bring them to the park. Please note that it can take up to 25 or 24 hours to receive your Disney e-ticket by email. I saw 25 up above from the date. Now, before we sign off for today, I do feel like it's important to hop into the app and ensure that these things have shown up. And it has. I am a Dream Key pass holder. It's very different, but it looks like I have been successful. And thank you for joining us today for this live stream. We hope that all of you are successful as well. It looks like we still have more than an hour on this stream. Unfortunately, for the computer that was streaming, it was the loser of the day. Actually, no, the iPhone was a loser of the day because it's even further back still than what the phone or what the computer is. But thank you all for joining us on this process. Hopefully it made sense to you. I know it took 3 hours and almost 20 minutes for us to get this. From the moment we saw that they'd updated the web page, we did get into that non-queue queue that was before the true queue began, and then that was probably around 9:30, maybe 9:25, and then shortly after 10 we were in the around 10, I guess you could say, we were in the Thunder Mountain queue, followed by Space Mountain queue, which that would not be a bad day at Disneyland when you think about that. But anyway, thank you all for joining us. We hope that you will let us know after this stream which magic key that you purchased. And then also, when is your first day going to the park? What do you want to do when you're there? We're looking forward to hearing about that as well. But we will have more adventures for you from the parks very soon with new vlogs, with new 8 minutes for Victor, and he's the big winner of the day. But we'll have more vlogs. We'll have more music videos. We'll have more character videos, attraction videos, and also Halloween videos, because we will be going to Oogie Boogie Bash and hopefully finding Agatha Harkness, Cruella, and Sid while we were there, among other things. I'm sure there's many other exciting things that we will want to capture while we're there. But thank you for joining. You know what we should do real quick too? I almost forgot. I'm going to say I'm a terrible person here. We should make one reservation just to make sure we know how it goes. So open the Disneyland app. Let's see, access calendar, I'm assuming. Nope, access denied. Okay, don't click on that. Make a park reservation. Here we go. Make a park reservations. And it does kick you on over to the Disneyland website for this. So, and then it wants me to log in again. You know, only like 6 times. Please make sure as you do go about your experience today, hotel guests, there we go. But please make sure to let us know how it goes for you. Magic Key Pass, that is me. Yeah, this is very easy. You just click on the day you want to do, and then you hit continue, and the process is ridiculously simple. So very well done, Disney. You know, never as fast as we want, but good things come to those who wait. So thank you for waiting with me today for a full over 3 hours as we purchased our first of, I'm assuming, many magic keys as we start a new legacy. After, what was it, 25 years as a Disneyland annual pass holder, now we are magic key holders, and we start all at the same level playing field from zero, and we will see how that goes and what that is like, and we look forward to seeing you all in the parks. But make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos that we have. We're so thankful that each and every one of you joined us today. It has been a fun and weird at times experience, which nothing wrong with that, but we really do look forward to seeing you in the parks, and we also look forward to just being in the magic again and sharing it. So we'll see you all soon, and have a great day, everybody, and good luck with the magic keys.